Shalom, beloved family. It's your girl Sophia Spiritualite. We're here for our daily prayer and reading. Of course, we meet every day at Thummim and Sassur. We say a prayer, we read a psalm, and then we do a 3-card reading just to see what messages we can get from the angels and from the Most High. So, without further ado, all praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We thank you for another day to have labored in the vineyard. We ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few minutes so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. When we enter herein with all humility, let God the Almighty One enter into this place by the entrance of an eternal happiness, of a divine prosperity, of a perfect joy, of an abundant charity, and of an eternal salutation. Let all the demons fly from this place, especially those who are opposed unto this work, and let the angels of peace assist and protect this place, from which let discord and strife fly and depart. Magnify and extend upon us, O Lord, thy most holy name, and bless our conversation and our assembly. Sanctify, O Lord our God, our humble entry herein, thou the blessed and holy one of the eternal ages. Selah. To the Holy Mother, we thank you for being with us, we thank you for guiding us, and we thank you for walking with us down the path of life. O Divine Mother, illumine me with divine wisdom, vivify me with divine life, and purify me with divine love, that in all I think and say and do, I may be more and more thy child. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushai and the perfect example he set of how to both climb the tree of life and conquer the tree of death. And to the angels, to our personal guardian angels, to the archangels, to the council of 9, to the council of 12, to the council of 24, to the 24 elders, to the 42-letter name of the Most High, to the 72-letter name of the Most High, to the council of the 144,000, to the 216 angels that sit atop the tree of life, and to all the angels, to the entire administration of angels, and to all the angels whose names we know and the ones whose names we do not know. We ask that you come and be with us for just a few moments. Give us a message that will allow us to be of better service to the Most High and to the kingdom. All right, let's read Psalm 16. All right. Preserve me, O God, for in thee do I put my trust. O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, Thou art my Lord, my goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen into me in pleasant places. Yea, I have goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. Therefore, my heart is glad, my glory rejoiceth, my flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine holy one to see corruption. Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Selah. All right, so we have our nighttime deck here. Of course, this is our Rota Mundi deck. If it will see that we have a new thing here. Um, all right, obviously this is, like I said, not a beginner deck. It's very Kabbalah heavy, so it's not that you can't use it. Just be aware that it is going to be a little bit of a trial and error. You have to work on the Kabbalah, those type of things. So, all praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We again ask for permission to speak with the angels for just a few minutes so that we can get a message that will allow us to be of better service to you and to the kingdom. We thank the Holy Mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother Yahushai, and of course to the angels whom we've already called in. We ask that you give us a message that's clear, that's easy for us to understand, that's easy for us to apply, and that is timely. And of course, when you give us the message, when you fulfill the covenant, we will let the Most High know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We will let the Most High know that you have indeed um, fulfilled the covenant with us so that you can be given credit for just a portion of all the hard work that you do for us and for the kingdom. Ooh, goodness gracious. These cards are like, yes, honey, yes. All right. So, let's see what we got. Warm the hands up a little bit. Our first card is the Chariot. All right. I see that this has stopped, which is not good. Let's see. My screen has stopped. Everything has stopped. Really? But y'all can still hear me. All right, there we go. Playing catch up. This shouldn't be doing this, but okay. All right. Our next card is, I don't know what it is with this stuff, man. We got the Four of Wands, which is Chesed or Mercy, which you're not going to be able to see. I'll just put it down. Actually, let me just put it here since my camera is like not working. And then our last card, of course, the Father is here. We got the King of Swords, which is the Yad He Vad He. We already know that is the Most High for us. All right, so I will do this without showing my face until the camera decides it's going to do its thing and work. But I know that you all can hear me, so I'll just continue on. All right, so this is going to require our Rota Mundi book mostly. Let's see what 18 is. 18. All right, so this is the Chariot. Let me see if it's. All right, there we go. So the Chariot card. So this path connects Bana and Gabora. All right, and associated with the Chariot card. The Chariot provides an optical illusion because it does not show a person standing in a chariot being pulled by two sphinxes, as one might perceive on initial viewing. The card is about alchemy and shows an alchemist growing out of the Philosopher's Stone under the canopy of the Shekinah while engaged in a great work. It portrays a later stage of development by one who has correctly answered the riddle of the Sphinx and solved the formula on the Wheel of Fortune card, which contains the three alchemical substances of salt, sulfur, and mercury within the rota of the Hashem. The charioteer, having mastered the riddle of the Sphinx, has obtained the balance of opposites, male and female. The Sphinx no longer stands in judgment, but now rests beneath the charioteer, subduing the earth. On the front of the cubic stone are the symbols of Yoni and Lingam, which are Hindu symbols for male and female. The combined symbols look like a top and can be viewed as a dreidel, which also serves as the wheel of fortune of sorts. Above the Yoni and Lingam is a golden stone. Okay, this talks about it. Let's see. The 18th path is associated with the Hebrew letter Chet, which means fence and represents the private union under the wedding canopy, where the bridegroom and the bride become one flesh beneath the protection of the Shekinah. All right, so the 18th path is associated with Naphtali, who served as Israel's messenger. This intelligence listed is influencing. The 18th path is called the house of influence by the greatness of whose abundance the influx of good things upon created beings is increased. And from the midst of investigation, the arcane and hidden senses are drawn forth, which dwell within in its shade, which cling to it from the cause of all causes. The charioteer represents the manifestation of the intent of the Ancient of Days and the application of the occult mysteries within the world. The charioteer wears the Urim and Thummim on his shoulders and represents truth and light. The philosopher's stone is shaped like salt. Salt represents the body of the chariot of the Shekinah. The charioteer is the salt of the earth, and its purpose is to be light within the world. Okay, so basically, you know, this is kind of like the stage of progression. You know, people who have been working on themselves for a long time and who consider themselves keyed into the ley line. You know, we are at this point. We've solved the riddle of the mystery of the sphinxes. We are the philosopher's stone, and we are uniting with the bridegroom. Basically, we are the bride uniting with the bridegroom. We have gone through that initiation process, which of course the angels initiate us into that. You know what I mean? And so now it is time for us to deliver the message, and that's what I do. I get on here and I say stuff, but I'm delivering the message from the Most High through the angels. It's not my message, because my message would be, something totally different, just who I am. But the message that comes from the Most High and the angels, man, those are the messages that we need to take seriously and we need to act upon. So in this card, it feels like it's just telling us that we're at that stage now. Like if we were wondering what stage we're at that stage. And 18 is see, in this deck, it's not at the top, it's kind of in the middle. We're just sort of like getting a taste of, the things that the Most High has for us. And so, again, going back to our morning reading, you don't want to be fearful. You don't want to be, you don't want to push those things into the darkness. You need to embrace them more fully. And as you embrace them more fully, your divinity is, as long as you embrace your divinity more fully, you will become more divine. That's how it works. And so, don't, where there's no turning back, there's no looking back. I don't suggest that. I suggest we press forward. And I'm studying right along with everyone else, and we'll see what we can do to push things along. Right? That's what I'm about. Let's have the pushing along of things. So our next card is the four. That's two. Here we go. The Four of Wands, which is the Sephir of Chesed, and loving kindness is on the pillar of mercy, and represents the grace of God being shown to those who are in a covenant with Him. So the Most High is saying, he's going to give us grace. We're not going to get everything right. And I think that's like part of what was the stories in the Bible too, because as you can see in the Bible, this one was a drunk, this one was a philanderer, whatever, whatever, whatever. They weren't perfect. They didn't sin against the Most High. And of course, now we know what sinning against the Most High is. You look at those cosmic laws, you get the Magna Carta, and you read it for yourself. You will understand what the cosmic laws are and what the cosmic statutes are. Those two things put together. And so it's easy to follow when they put it in those terms. What it is hard to follow when they won't tell you what it is and they make you guess. So now we know what the cosmic law is. The Most High is going to show us grace. As long as we're trying, we don't know what we're doing out here. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. All we can do is like, okay, angels told me to do this. Let's do it and see what happens. That's the best that we have right now. And so we're not to feel discouraged by that, because like I said yesterday, I was feeling kind of depressed, because I'm like, well, if we have all of this power to do all these amazing things, why can't we do the small things? Like, so I asked for an increase in power so that I can handle the small things. I don't have to go to the angels every time I have every single little problem. I got to go to them and ask them every little thing. I can just communicate with them, they could just work through me instead of me having to go to them. I want to be one of those names of the Most High. I want to have that reflection, instead of having to go to them like they're outside of me. I want to be them like they're inside of me. You know what I mean? That sounds kind of weird, but that's what it is. Like, I don't want to be I don't want to just be a reflection of the Most High. I don't want to just be a image of the Most High. I want to be a reflection of the Most High. And God, the Most High will give us the mercy to do that. He will have show mercy upon us, show grace upon us, so that we can be His reflection and not just be His copy. Because when you're a copy of something, you know, think about it this way: when you copy something on the copy paper, you are it. You have that paper, but you're not the original. You're just a copy. But when you're a reflection, you reflect the original. So you have all the same, which is why magic mirrors are so cool. You have all the same properties of the original in your reflection. You don't, the original doesn't lose any of its power because of the reflection. When you make copies, the original does lose its power, because then there's a bunch of copies running around. But when you're a reflection, you maintain the power of the originator. In a copy, you imitate the power of the originator. In a reflection, you maintain the power of the originator. So that's what I want to be. I want to be a reflection of the Most High. I don't want to be a copy. Let's see what this path is. I'm not going to read all of this because you know this book is super wordy. The fourth path is called the arresting or receiving. See, because it arises like a boundary to receive the emanations of the higher intelligences which are sent down to it. Herefrom, all spiritual virtues emanate by way of subtlety, which itself emanates from the supreme crown. It's reflection. That's exactly what they're saying. That's what we want to be. We want to be reflections of the Most High. All right, so let's look at this last one. I'm gonna try not to hold y'all up. This is swords. This is the King of Swords, which always shows up as one of the reflections, one of the faces of the Most High. Um, all right. The arrangement of the Tetragrammaton in this manner is a reminder that God's providence will be accomplished on earth, and the intentions, yes, of His plan that was declared at Atzulth before the foundation of the world will be manifested in Asaya, put into action. There is justice in the universe, although on earth the wicked may seem to prosper. There will be a time of harvest, and when the wheat will be separated from the chaff and the gold from the dross. Again, this is why we're doing our fast, October the 22nd, 22-day Daniel fast, because we know that justice will be done, and we are mourning the loss of those who will be victims of that divine justice. However, we're confirming that we understand that that divine justice must happen and that we are in agreement with it, and we're lending the intelligences of Saturn our energy so that they can do what they have to do. I mean, it's like nobody really wants to. Everybody want to have the kingdom, but nobody wants to do the work. And I'm not saying that we haven't done the work. That's not what I mean. I mean, there are other groups of brothers and sisters out there who are doing studying and in their own lane. You know what I mean? Which I'm always so excited to see, because there's more than one path to the Most High. The Most High going to use who we want to use. So, but at the same time, the people, a lot of people are not willing to sacrifice to get rid of, to take out the dross, like to take out the shaft. They just like, oh well, let the shaft stay where it is. And I do say, let those who are asleep sleep. And if the ones who the Most High will call at some point, He can leave them be. I'm okay with that. But the other ones, the ones the ones who are the living reflections of those who persecuted our people, who persecuted our people during the Inquisition and ran our people out of Europe. Um, you know, those are the ones who have to go. Those are the ones who need to be diminished, or they need to they just have to go. And we need Saturn to come in and do his thing. We need all those beings to come in and do their things, because there's no way we can't win this battle. It's not a flesh and blood battle. And when it was a flesh and blood battle, we lost. Why did we lose? Because they were using a energy that we were not using. And so to avoid that again, we need to just go in hard. We've had a lot of strong first moves. Now we have to make an even bolder move. Every move got to be bolder than the last until everything can calm down. Otherwise, we're going to have total destruction of this whole planet, including the system that we built. I don't want to destroy the system that we built. Like I said, I'll continue to say that, because some people, they're okay with that. I'm not okay with destroying the system that my people built for us. It's a system that's built for us. We just don't know how to use it. But once you get your cosmic laws down, you get your Magna Carta understood, and you start working on becoming a citizen of, you know, the Most High directly, then a lot of things come into place. But until that time, you just have a lot of problems. So in order to get around all of that, what you want to do is just, not, you just don't want to unnecessarily be a victim when the Most High has given us tools to be the victor. And that's what this reading is about. He's going to show us the grace. We've done enough work on our own to prove that we're worthy of his grace. And now he's going to come in and do his part, which his part is going to be to expand us. He doesn't do the work directly. If you know understand anything about the celestial hierarchy, he doesn't do the work directly. He comes in and he lays out who's going to do the work, and he increases us so that we are able to do the work in ourselves. Because as a reflection, when the mirror get closer to the source, the picture gets bigger. You get to see more of the details. And that's how we are. We want to get like, we want to be so close to this. We want to, me personally, I want to be one of the archangels that's standing around the throne. That's my ultimate like ascension goal, to be one of those archangels standing around his throne, reflecting back his glory upon him. That's what I want to do. And I know there's a lot of work that comes along with that. And so, hey, I'm ready to get on this process now. Go ahead and speed me up. You know what I mean? I'm ready for that, because all I can think of is when Gaia left this planet, she went straight into archangel status. She skipped over all of that angel, all of this learning, this and that. She went straight into archangel. So she could do it, I could do it. Now, how she did it, that's a whole nother thing, and the stuff that comes along with it is something else. But same thing with Melchizedek. He went straight into archangel status. So if that's a possibility, you leave this planet, you go into the office of the archangel to work. Hey, that's what I want to do. Even if I'm just sweeping the floors in the office of the archangel, I still get the opportunity to reflect the splendor of the Most High, and that's what I want to do. Everybody don't have to have the same goal as me, but I'm saying, think about it. Figure out what your goal is, because the Most High's will be done, and His will is our will. We're one and the same. We're copies evolving into reflections, and so the sooner we understand that we're not copies but we're reflections, and that's an evolutionary path where you can get closer, then things will start to make more sense. But as long as you say the Most High is out there, the kingdom is out there, no, the kingdom is within me. I can bring to me whatever I want. Now, before it's been slow, now I need it to be faster. How do you do that? You learn the spirit intelligences over the degrees. You learn the spirit intelligences over the the um the earth, the air, fire, and water. You learn the spirit intelligences over the moon. You learn the spirit intelligences over the different things. That puts you way ahead of a lot of other people. You don't have to go through the process of going through each one after you die and learning all their jobs. No, you can go straight into, look, hey, Most High, I spent a lot of time while I was on this earth learning about these angels and whatnot. And so, like, I know you're here judging me and all, and that's cool. I'll take that, whatever judgment you give me. But if I can put in my request, look, put me in the office of the archangel. 'Cause I understand the lower intelligences, this and this, how they work. I've bonded with them. They will all nominate me. Why? That's why you give credit to the angels, because when it comes time for the nomination process, they'll be like, yeah, we work with her. She's really nice. She does what she says she's going to do. She gives us, this and this and this and this. Yeah, it's like carrying favor with the angels. You carry the favor with the angels by acknowledging them. And you acknowledge them, with the little different things that we do. You experiment. A lot of people are, the like Brother Douglas said, the angels are starving for attention. Nobody gives them no attention. So the more attention you give them, the more credit you give them for their hard work, when it's time for your treasure in heaven will be set, because you'll have all these angels ready to speak up for you. And that's what I want. I want the angels to speak up for me and say, whenever she interacted with us, she was very polite. She went out of her way to interact with us at the right time, and she's very courteous, and she had our incense and this and this and this and this. Yeah, if anybody's going to be nominated to go into that office to learn at the feet of an archangel, it should be her. That's what I want them to say. And maybe that's not everybody's goal, but I'm just saying that's my goal. And so, how do you get that? You keep working, you keep trying, and you understand that you're a reflection of the Most High. You're one of the Most High's names. Your name that you carry is one of the Most High's names. So don't feel like it's out there. It's you. You are one of the you are one of the letters in the Anabicoag. You are one of the 70. You've got one of those names. The Most High got so many names. You have one of his names written on your heart. Your life purpose could be to figure out what that name is. And you don't have to necessarily tell people to call you that name, but you could just know for yourself, what is the name that I carry of the Most High. Me, my real name literally means of the Lord. So I don't have to I don't have to worry what it is. My name literally means of the Lord, literally. So anyway, let's pull from our cosmic deck. Of course, these are the homemade cards, and these are the cosmic laws, the 33 cosmic laws. I have a part two of this deck, but they ran out of the these little cards. So once I get the other ones, then I'll have my full deck. But this is, we want to know what the cosmic law is that will help us understand this reading. What is the cosmic law that will help us understand this reading? We want to know the cosmic law that will help us understand this reading. The cosmic law that will help us understand this reading. So I'm going to pick the card that looks like it's got the Father's hand on it. Oh, well, that's this one. All right, let's see what we have. And we have gravity, which I'm going to show you guys. Gravity, which is Resh. All right, Resh. Okay, really? Yeah, Resh. Okay, so this symbol means, the picture description is a man's head, and it means first, top, and beginning. Wow. We were with the Most High in the beginning. You know, we were there in the beginning. And so, of course, it's only fitting that we're there in the end. And we are the top. We are the head. You know, the Most High has made us the head because of our faithfulness, because of His grace, really. All right, so gravity. This is what holds material and astral things on the surface of the earth, meaning, oh, the Father's will be done on the earth. You know, He is the one who is holding us here for a time such as this. This is the gravity, the reason that we're here, and so we do bear the name of the Most High. We do carry His name on us, His mark on our foreheads. We do carry that, and so you know He has us here for His purpose. Wow. It is the man's head. It is our head. It's the Most High. The reflection of the Most High is within us and it's on our head. You know, so that I was talking with a brother and it was like we'll be able to tell who is who just by looking at them. You know, it's not going to be no, oh, we got to know who is a child of light and who is not. We can't tell. No, we'll be able to tell just by looking at them because they'll have a look about them that will tell us that they are the head, just like we are the head. And ooh, that's a very powerful thing. All right, let's do the blessing of the Sephiroth because I'll just keep saying that for the next 10 minutes. These cards are really good. All right. Blessed be blessed be the light beyond all being. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Keter. Blessed be the breathing of origination. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chokma. Blessed be eternal wisdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Bina. Blessed be omniscient understanding. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Chesed. Blessed be perpetual compassion. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Gevurah. Blessed be almighty justice. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Tiferet. Blessed be transcendent beauty. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Netzach, blessed be unceasing victory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Had, blessed be surpassing glory. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Yesod, blessed be infallible foundation. Forever blessed be the mighty one. Malchut, blessed be all life throughout the kingdom. Forever blessed be the mighty one. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, the great I am, loving kindness, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, David, Enoch, Moses, Noah, and Solomon. We thank you for another day to have labored in the vineyard. Of course, we thank you for allowing us to speak with the angels for a few minutes, and we would like to report back that they have indeed filled the covenant with us, and therefore we would like credit to be given to them for all of their hard work that they do for us and for the kingdom. We thank the Holy Mother for always being with us. We acknowledge our older, wiser brother, Yahushai. And of course, to the angels, we think you guys are doing a great job. We appreciate all of your hard work. And of course, we have let the Most High know that you have fulfilled the covenant with us. Let God be praised in the beginning and the end. Who supplicates him, he will neither despise nor refuse. God above us, God before us, God possessing all things. May the Father of heaven grant us a portion of mercy. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Loalam Vayed. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom throughout eternity. Ha Rashaman Hu Yashazir Lanu Avodat Biet Hamikdash Lemkoma Bimhira Biyamanu Omen 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 and Selah. May the merciful one restore unto us the service of his holy temple to its place speedily and in our days. Amen, 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 and Selah. To the spirits who are here with us, you're invited to go in peace. To my beloved viewers, you're invited to be at peace. And always remember, the Most High is your peace. Shalom, everyone. We'll see you for the reading tomorrow morning at Sassur.